Morning, guys. Dr. P here. So we're going to address another thing, and a very common issue. It hurts me to get up from sitting. Oh, from that sitting to standing. And we know what that is. It's generally L5 disc and such right around that lumbosacral area that's causing the problem. Well, you keep beating it up by the way you sit and the way you do it. Most of these problems that present to me are cumulative trauma. What you've done on your daily life over and over and over and over and over. And how you sit and how you do it keeps aggravating it. So we got to address those daily things that you got to practice and you got to maybe train for to get this back. I mean, you start getting people 50 and above, man, they just lost the hips, and it's difficult to train, but it can be done. It can change your world if you start doing them right. So first we'll address the proper mechanics and little things to start doing. And we've got a chair here, so we'll first address chair and sitting. First I'll show you approaching the chair. Boom, my tail goes back and I find it. I found this chair with my hips. I didn't. Recognize that? All right, common. I can see you a mile away how you get up and down, what you're doing, and how you're aggravating this. So we find the chair with hips, butt, however you want to put it. All right, so and then we're fine. So now we want to get up. We want same concept. Always go to the end of the chair. You got these bones here that you sit on, i.e. sit bones. So let's use them. If you go towards the end of the chair, and this takes a little practice to do it, but your back won't hurt when you get up if you learn to do this. And it all involves your hips. Got to get a little leg strength, i.e. you got to train a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean. So my goal is to keep my back straight, not, all right, lumber up. We want to, when we finally come up, we want to be away from the chair, all right? So I want to get my hips underneath me. I've come to the edge of the chair, and I stand up, and I squeeze, all right? Back didn't lumber. I'm walking out, all right? My back was straight. All I did was bring my hips underneath me, and thus I'm going to find the chair with my tail up. All right, and it becomes second nature. Now that may look easy, but you wouldn't believe how the inability or the strength or what we're losing, and there's a lot of stumbling and fumbling, and it's easy to do, and your back will not hurt when you get up if you learn to do this. In other words, you're not coming straight up. Your goal is to be out here when you're finally standing up. And that applies to anything. Come to the edge, go to the edge of your chair, your recliner, whatever the case may be, couch, get off of it and walk outward and learn to get your hips underneath you. So how do you want to train for that? So here we come back to this thing, air squats. Air squats are in every major workout routine these days. From even challenges that how many can you do, and people challenging each other. Air squats are just that. You don't put weight on it, you don't load up and do all the things. You don't have to join a gym. Maybe you find a doorway and you learn to tap your butt backwards, coordinate your knees, hips, and the squeeze is just as important as going back. We're squeezing our hips. We're learning to fire glutes. Back, boom, back, squeeze. Hips and knees bend. Knees never go over the toes. Ooh, the accordion squat. No, that's what you want to do, and that's what you're used to doing. Butt, back. 25, 50 per day. And that will take you maybe, I don't know, 2 to 5 minutes. Take your time. But you keep doing that, and you start learning to engage where the lifting should occur. Hips around here, not here. So lifting. So first, let me get this out of the way. Lifting. Everybody does damage when they lift, especially you construction guys. And you're And you know, you're doing this, and you're working out in the yard, and you're getting a bag of mulch, and you're throwing this way. All right, that's cumulative trauma, and you're going to end up in my office or worse, surgery eventually. Degenerative disc, all the things that occur. But we won't get into that. So golfers got it down, most of them, and they instinctively do it. They've just done it over and over. There's a ball in the hole, they reach over, they go one-legged, and boom. That's all hip. They ain't gonna hurt their back. They don't go down and pick the thing up like this and such. So it's a golfer's pickup. The more you can take an object and come here, you feel it in here, and you got it in here, and you'll even feel the stretch. Back remains as straight as you can. Boom, pick it up. Okay, small objects on a daily basis. That's easy to change, but you got to practice that. Secondly, thirdly, let's talk about lifting an object out in the yard, mulch bag, whatever. And you do this over throughout your life. See, no, my glutes are dead, my back is rounded. These muscles get bigger and bigger, which we see. They start doing all the work. They're not designed to do that. Back blows or wears down. So lifting, if you got something you need a little strength to do, counterintuitive move, but we talked about it. The tail goes back from the object. Here's your object. Tail goes back. Just think about that. My chest is still up. Tail goes back, mulch bag, boom. Legs, hips. Way to blow a disc, way to blow your back out is keep lifting over and then twist. Number one thing that damages a disc. Forward bend, even with a slight twist. So again, counterintuitive maybe thing. Object, tail back, lift. Here. Small things, how to train for it? Again, air squats. Get these things working, get these things in tune. You'll find doing those things, if you have a reason, I don't care how hard you've worked in the day, I don't care. Construction guys, oh man, I work all day. Well, I'm not asking you to go to the gym, do a 30, 40 minute workout. I'm asking you to maybe in the morning train with your air squats, make a goal. I'm going to do 25, I'm going to do 50 per day, and do them right. Hands out, right. Tap your butt against the wall to make sure you're doing it right. And because if you're doing it wrong and your knees go forward, you'll never tap your butt against the wall. So those little things can make a big difference over time, and I need you doing those if you want to get well and move on to supportive care. All right, have a good day. Hope those help. Thanks, bye.